Hello, world. Um, Past couple of days I've been talking about stuff like, the pit bull thing, the Rottweiler, the uh, Chow Chows, all these dogs people claim are mean, vicious dogs. Well, I saw one today that just really ripped my heart in two. Uh, First, it showed a couple of pictures of ones that had been fighting. Uh, that broke my heart because those poor animals were so mistreated, so abused. And then it started showing ones who have done good. Showed ones working for the police force, showed ones uh, playing with children, showed them playing with, I've seen them playing with chickens and bunnies and not even trying to hurt them. People, it's not the pit bull that you were so scared of. Don't look at the videos that the news media is always showing you. The news media wants you to see the bad. They don't want you to see the good. If you really want, I wrote a few down here, and let me fix this so y'all can see it, hopefully. Go to these sites. Look at these dogs on here. Look at these things about pit bulls. I hope y'all can see this paper. I don't know. Let's see. One's Love Pit Bulls. Those Pit Bull Sharky. Uh, Texas Girl, 1979. That's where you can find her at. Uh, then there's this Olivia, and it says American Hero from Vicky Spin. Okay? Why don't y'all take a look at that, all of you pit bull haters out there? You know, I had one that was given to me. I've wrote a couple of people and talked about it. His name was Joker. He was a red nose. Beautiful dog. He had a golden colored coat. His eyes were just as beautiful as they could be. The only problem with Joker was he thought he was a lap dog. Yeah, he thought he was a lap dog. And he was sweet, kind, caring. And I don't know, I'm going to bring her in on this one. This is Zoe. Zoe and Joker, right at first, didn't get along. But you know, her and Joker ended up getting along in the end before I was made to give him up because of the total hysteria of the evilness of pit bulls. Um, One of my neighbors, well, they no longer live here, apparently called my landlord, telling my landlord that I had a pit bull and she was worried about the safety of her child. Okay, she was out there one day with her son while I had the dog out on the leash, and the dog licked him on the face. Ooh, that was so vicious of him. But I don't think it had anything to do with the dog itself. I think it was just she was pissed off at me. So she called the landlord. Landlord said I had to get rid of it because their insurance doesn't cover them having pit bulls on the property, which I think is a bunch of baloney, and it has to do with the fact that you got so many people out there who are raising them to be mean and vicious and training them to fight, training them to, hurt others. Uh, they're not all like that, people. Watch those videos. Look at those videos. You'll find more amongst those videos of pit bulls actually being really nice dogs. They're not evil monsters. The evil monsters are the people who raise them and fight them and train them to be mean. Any dog will protect their own territory. You don't have to train it to protect its territory, to be mean. You don't have to train it to be vicious. I just wish people would stop and they would quit raising them to be like that because they're good dogs. And it just breaks my heart that any dog, is banned from somewhere because of its breed. The American Pit Bull is a good dog. The Pit Bull, whatever you want to call it, all of them are great dogs. I've been around many of them. Had a chance to own one for about a week. and had to give it up because I couldn't afford to move. So therefore, unfortunately, I had to give it to somebody else, but they live way out in the country, and that's a good thing. He'll have a good life with those people. You know, like I said, it was just because he was a pit. All these people with their stereotypings and everything, and yeah, someone being pissed off at another neighbor is the reason I had to get rid of my dog, even though he never tried to harm anyone. I had a 14-year-old Husky Shepherd male at the same time I had him, and he never even once tried to harm that dog. Yeah, when Bubby was feeling well, him and Joker would bounce around and play and carry on, but when he wasn't feeling well, Bubby would just lay down and not do a whole lot. But, you know, that's when a dog gets old, they get to where, and unfortunately, I had to put Bubby down uh, because he broke his hip. And like I said, he was 14 years old and he was suffering, and I just wasn't going to allow that. I think anybody who allows any animal to suffer is just sick. And even if it's just fighting them, that's abuse. I don't care what you say, you are abusing that dog, because one day there's going to be another dog that's going to kill your dog or hurt your dog so bad that, you know, then you're not going to want it. Oh, your dog lost the fight now, so now you don't want it. See, you shouldn't be like that, people. Come on. Let's get real here. Learn, and let's get learned and educated about these pit bulls and these other dogs that people say are so vicious and terrible. I want everybody out there to try and find good. Quit looking for the bad and check out the good side of these breeds. There is a good side to all breeds of animal. I don't care what kind of dog it is. And there are bad sides to breeds of all animals. I mean, you can train any dog to be vicious and attack people and kill people and turn on people. I think the key to dogs like pits, Rottweilers, Chow Chows, whatever else you can think of out there that are supposedly mean dogs, socialize them as a puppy. Socialize them every chance you get with other animals. Socialize them with people. Socialize them constantly. You know, let people see them. Let them see people. Let them see that people are not bad. You will have a very good dog if you do so. And more than likely, it'll probably never turn on you if you treat it right, and if it is bred properly and not inbred by someone having a brother and sister pit bull and then breeding them and then breeding the puppies with the father and the mother and all that other stuff. That's where the inbreeding comes from. If you inbreed humans, what happens? Bad things. Things don't always turn out right. Same thing with animals. And as far as how you treat animals, well, if you were locked up in a cage, smacked around, knocked around, being forced to fight for your food, you would turn into a mean person too. Just like the animals that are treated like that for fighting. That's how they're treated. They are abused, kicked, hit. They're made to fight for their food. You would turn mean if you were put in a cage and made to act like that too. Well, until next time, I'll see y'all on the YouTube.